Alright, got my notes ready. Here we go. Hey, Sticky, what's up? Shout out to Sticky. Okay, buddy. Pepsi. It's been a while since Pepsi has joined one of my streams. Yo, what's up, Ryan? How's it going? Ryan. Alright, 10 more seconds. Let's see if other people will join. And 3, 2, 1, and Stonewez is on time. Stonewez, you were on time for that. And just like that, it would have, you know, if Stonewez wasn't on time, it would have been a tie between Ryan and Stonewez, but Stone made it on time, and now he's in the lead again. I'm counting how many times you guys joined in the first minute of the stream, and then I guess after the Days Left streams, we'll see who has the most. Maybe they'll win a prize. I haven't been watching your videos in a while. What's this countdown about? All right, let me just make this short. YouTube wants me to get into a partner program. I can't join it because I don't have 4,000 hours of watch time. They said if I don't get into the program within the now 21 days, I have to, they're going to evaluate my content, my channel. So I need you guys to continue watching my videos. I know a few of you guys actually said to me that you're having my videos on loop, and that's actually good because that gets me watch hours very fast. So I thank you guys for doing your part, and I'm doing my part right now. I'm Dive Kane. If you want to know what's in 21 days, go back like a minute or 2 minutes of the stream and you'll figure it out. Play it back because I just explained it. Anyways, as of right now, we are at 3,200, so that's pretty good. We just need a little bit more, but we can do it. We can do it. So that is why I make these live streams as well, so that way you guys can join them, and it will help me out. You know, you don't even have to pay attention to the stream. You could just have it on mute and do whatever you're doing. Just keep it on if it would help me a lot. Also, I wanted to mention that that the subscribers have also went up from the last 28 days. We went from 1,200 in the beginning, and now we're at almost 1,300. Plushie gun reaction is now most popular. It is. It is now. You're right. It is now my most popular. It's only been uploaded a week ago. It's now my most popular video. You know what that means, guys. Next time she uploads a video, you guys can let me know. I'll make another reaction video to it. When you sort of think about it, both of the reaction videos are like Endgame and Infinity War. Like, the I'm Back reaction is like Infinity War, and then the Plushie gun reaction is like Endgame. Because, like, I uploaded that first, it got popular, and then I uploaded Plushie gun, and it became my most popular. One person is watching. Ouch. That is not really good, but check trending often because it will probably be there. It's already too late for the video to be on the trending page because, one, it doesn't have that many views, and two, it's been uploaded a week ago. No, I'm here? Alright, that's good. It could be on recommended, because the I'm Back video... Here's how it all started. Listen, the I'm Back reaction video, how I made that in the first place was I checked my YouTube recommended and I saw the I'm Back video. And I was like, I gotta make a reaction video to this. And the reason why is because you guys have been begging me ever since I made a live stream about a few months ago. I was reacting to these random videos and I had the most random reactions to them. And you guys loved it. So I made the reaction video, and it was one of my most popular ones. And since you guys loved it so much, since Bella uploaded Plushie Gun, I said I gotta make a reaction video to this. And I did do that, and you guys love it. So next time she uploads a video, I'm gonna react to it. Because you guys seem to really love those reaction videos. But the problem is she might not upload in a little while. But I'll wait. Thing is, hold up. Also, guys, if you go on if you go to YouTube search and search up the words Plushie Gun, you're gonna see my reaction video there. So I think that's also another reason. I think that's also another reason why it became one of my most popular video now. You guys there? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But again, that's it's pretty sick that happened. Now, if the views are the same as it is, if, like, on average, if the views are the same for the reaction video, probably before the end of this year in 2020, it probably will have 100K views. Do I think it will happen? Maybe. I don't think it will happen before 2020. It might happen in a little while, though. What the fuck, you're third? Yeah, I know, Sticky. I know. I told you, search up Plushie Gun on YouTube. You're gonna see my video there. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I managed to gain, like, 100 subscribers because of that. That was insane. So, yeah, that's it. It's wild, honestly. Show us your mask. Why do you want me to show you my mask? What, because of COVID? I'm indoors, bro. I don't need a mask. So anyways, also, I think after this live stream, I will work on I'm gonna work on still more on my roast yourself challenge. Hola, yo, what's up, Doom Guy? Mario Kart? Yeah, we could play Mario Kart. Let me know. Do you guys want me to play Mario Kart? Thumbs up if yes. Thumbs down if no. I know most of you guys are probably on your phones right now. If you're not on your phones, on your own computer, type 1 for yes and type 2 for no. Okay, so yes, Doom Guy wants it. Yes. Come on, I know there's more than one person in the stream. I know you guys are there. You just don't want to chat. Wait, 21 days left. Is that your last? Is that your last YouTube channel? No, in 21 days they're gonna evaluate it. 21 days is actually 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks I have to get into this program in 3 weeks, or else they're just going to disapprove my content. How many do you get per day? That is on average. I can't tell you how I get per day, but I can tell you how many I got in the last 28 days, which the last 4 weeks I got 952 watch hours. So it's getting up there. It's getting up there. You know, according to the YouTube summary page, it's 234% more than from last month's. So it is getting up there. Like, guys, you don't understand. Like, this is YouTube is stupid, yeah, and that's my next point. This is us, like, as a small group, as like a small group of Awesome Artie fans and myself versus YouTube themselves, a big company that has like billions of dollars. This is us, a small group versus a big company. We need to defeat them. Do you know how often they re-evaluate after you get accepted? Probably until I do get accepted, but as of right now I have 21 days to be here, or else they're going to do that. I guess the good thing that comes out of this is if I do get the watch hours, I guess I start getting paid. But again, it's not about the money. It's just that I don't want YouTube to have to evaluate my channel or my content. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I have 21 days left until it happens. The thing is, every night I check the watch hours and it goes up like 10 or 20, and I'm like, that can't be right, because I'm pretty sure I got more than that. And then in the morning when I wake up, I check again and it's got like 100 more. So I'm like, that's insane. No? Hey, Driving Zombie, what's up? So yeah, that's a thing that happens. This weekend, I might do another one of those cooking live streams. I might. I don't know if I will, but I want to try to see if I can do it. Every cooking live stream that I do, I want it to be different foods, you know? I want to do hot dogs this time. Not microwave them, of course. I want to try to cook them on a stovetop for the first time, because I've never done that. It would be awesome if I was able to do that. No pun intended, by the way, but also a wordplay. So self high five. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? Oh, wait, I already asked you that. Please what? I'm gonna check out more. Go to the gas station. What are you talking about? Go to the gas station. What gas station are you talking about? Like, what do you mean, go to the gas station? I don't want you guys staring at a black screen for too long, so I guess I'll set up my tripod so you guys can actually see me. Hello there. Am I bleeding? Frig, I'm bleeding, bro. I gotta get that. I can't remove it for some reason. Yeah, it's just gonna stay there. That's okay. You guys are very quiet today. One. Are you guys now getting the thing I said earlier? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. As soon as I say go, that's when I want you guys to say the letter I. Alright? Because I want to see the stream delay to this. I want to know if there is a stream delay. I'm going to count the seconds. Ready? Go. Okay. About 4 or 5 seconds. About 4 or 5 seconds. So there is no delay. So that's good. There's no delay. That's pretty good, actually. No delay. So yeah, no delay. That's actually pretty good. We got a no delay stream here. Okay. I got a lot of comments on this video. I went through a lot of them. Jackson Bundy. The last name just reminds me of Ted Bundy. And that's all I'm gonna say. What's up? Not much, man. What about you? How are you doing today on this fine Thursday we're having? Ease? Okay. I've got to go. I will AFK. So that means you're coming back? Good. You say good. Ain't that right? Yeah, guys, I fell asleep like twice today in school. Like, I remember, like, funny moment today. I fell asleep in my tech class today. And I was, I think I was like sleeping for 20 minutes. And I woke up to my teacher going, wake up, wake up. All right, come on. Don't do this to me. Just wake up. And I'm like, and I just had to wake up because, like, I had to get to my next class. And then I fell asleep again in the next class, woke up like 10 minutes later, and then, like, I was not feeling good after that. Like, that was probably the worst wake up I had today. So, yeah, I was not good this morning. But it's fine. I cannot whistle. I can whistle a little, but not that much. That's not good. It took me a while to learn how to snap my fingers. Like, all I did, like, when I wanted to do this to someone, but I couldn't because I didn't know how to snap my fingers. And I had to instead, like, go like that to them. And it would get annoying. So, and then finally I learned how to snap my fingers. Same thing with whistling. I'm still learning how to do that, but I can't. Oh, that's not good. Well, people are. You want to know why there's some people leaving? Because, I don't know, there's not a lot of people that like to talk. You know what we're going to do? I don't know. No, we could do. I'm gonna react to a few videos because some of you guys. Any video suggestions for me to react to live? They can't be copyrighted because I got a copyright strike from reacting to 6ix9ine's music video. That's why I couldn't upload it. I might go. All right, Ryan. If you have to go, that's fine. You guys aren't chatting, but I'm glad you're watching. Anything is helpful. I'm trying to look for videos to react to. Oh, I know what I could react to. Have you guys ever heard of a creepypasta before? They're usually the ones they tell stories but that aren't real. So I'm gonna probably react to that. Yeah, I'm doing that. Creepypasta. Yeah. Alright, so I did a random one. This is called the What If Man. So I'm gonna react to it.
I've tried most of the summoning games and rituals that you can find across the web or on Reddit. Games like the Midnight Man or the Elevator game, as well as the more ritualistic ones like the Dark Reflection Ritual or the Three Kings Ritual, even the silly Charlie Challenge. none of them gave me what I was looking for. That is to say, none of them worked like they were supposed to. At least, not for me. I mean, sure, some scared me more than others, but after the adrenaline of the unknown wore off, I found myself and my friends just staring at each other in the dark. We gave in to our own fears and would make up scenarios of, oh, what if this happened, or what if that happened? Most of it was scary in a fun way, but it wasn't real. Then I found the What If Man. I had seen a couple different postings and threads, all with similar titles like, What if I found him at midnight? Or asking what if I stayed with her. There were several others, and the words what if were always either capitalized or in italics. Sometimes the words would have a strike through them. Whatever the difference was, it was only on the words what if. So I began to track every post and comment and video I could find. I began to search for the source video or post. You know, the one someone originally made as a creepypasta and others elaborated on. That is, after...
Did he just say creepypasta in a creepypasta? Doesn't that sound like a fourth wall break?
After all, how the infamous Slender Man began. The problem was, I couldn't find the actual source video or post. Granted, I'm not exactly a hackman type. I still know how to use a computer and compare the dates to find the earliest one. But, of everything I found, none of them went further back than August 21st, 2017. And on that date, there were 3 videos and 7 different posts about the What If Man. I won't go into detail about those, because the short version is they were all experiences with a What If Man. They didn't tell me exactly how they met him or summoned him. They did all share the same exact description of what happens when you meet the man, but it still couldn't prepare me at all for what happened when I finally met him. After downloading the videos and copying the posts about him, I decided on a direct approach. I messaged one of the video uploaders and never got a reply. Another told me to get lost and never contact him again. A bit melodramatic, that one. The third, though. The third asked me why. This was the one who would talk. Nobody asks why unless they have the information being asked about. So, I told the uploader exactly why. I sent it in a direct message. Thanks for getting back to me. I'll be honest, I've tried all the other crap online. It's sort of a twisted hobby of mine, and I found this challenge to be the most obscure so far. I was hoping you can give me some details and instructions on how it all works. Signed, Dave. I waited 3 days for a reply, but when I finally got the alert of a new message, I opened it quickly. Dave, this isn't a challenge or trend. People have gotten hurt doing this. You could tell everyone it's a sham, or just forget about it entirely. Anything would be better than looking for the What If Man. But if you're determined to talk to him, I'll tell you how. If only to make sure you're aware of the risks that someone else might not warn you about. But seriously, you don't want to meet him. Please consider your life and your sanity. Signed, Enon. The reply sounded like a poor attempt to lure me in. Nothing makes you look down faster than someone saying, hey, don't look down. Enon, whoever that was, wanted me to meet the What If Man. They just didn't want to look eager. I wrote back. Enon, I appreciate your concern, but I would still like you to tell me everything you know.
Finally, someone chats. Go Cook. Like I said, this weekend it might happen, but again, you guys aren't chatting. There's nothing for me to do, so this is what you're gonna get: me reacting to a creepypasta.
Such as how to meet him, what happens when I do. Everything I've seen so far has been non-specific. Signed, Dave. This time, the reply happened within minutes. The What If Man can tell you or show you anything you ask him to. He doesn't lie or manipulate the answer in any way. That's not why he's dangerous. It's because the more you ask, the more you lose. Remember that above all else, the more you ask, the more you lose. It's a trade, I think. You ask him, and in return, you give some of your sanity or your soul or something. Whatever it is, it's strong enough to mess you up. I know a guy that lost everything, and now he sits in a room chewing on his shirt all day. You don't want that to be you, so you need to be careful. I once talked to someone that had summoned him a few times, and they were fine. But someone else asked him too much, and they killed themselves shortly after. This is your last chance to leave it be. Signed, Enon. What he or she was telling me was very generic to these types of games. I've heard of everything, from abduction to insanity to time travel even. As I said before, I've done all the games before, and nothing ever happened. So, of course, I replied again. One question. How do I meet the What If Man? This time, the reply took longer. I checked my phone every few hours, and whenever I got a notification that wasn't a reply, I grew more and more anxious and irritated. I was lured in, and at the edge of my seat for a week, before I got my answer. Dave, I don't want to hear about your experience with the What If Man, if it works or not. I am asking you in return to delete all of our communication logs and forget everything about me. I should have dropped this account years ago anyway. I guess I was waiting for someone to come along so I could do this one last time. Either way.
You said a wanted man? No, he said the What If Man. It's called the What If Man.
This will be the last message you receive from me. The instructions. The What If Man can be anyone. It's not one singular entity or shape. I don't know if it assumes the form of a man or takes over a man. Either way, he could be anyone. And you'll know who he is by the reply he gives you. At exactly midnight, you must have a foot on each side of a doorway. It doesn't matter if it's your home or office or a motel. Any doorway. Start at 11:59, and while it's midnight, you leave the doorway. Several people can do this, but only one person who takes the first step can ask him questions. Walk any direction on the nearest road or sidewalk. Sometimes it comes quickly, and sometimes it takes a while. You'll see someone walking towards you.
Congratulations,
it could be someone young
Driving
or
Zombie.
old, or even walking a dog. As this person gets close to you, you ask, "Are you him?" Loud and clear. You can start with hello or excuse me if you'd like, but the first question you must ask is, "Are you him?" If the person doesn't reply at all, then you need to go back to the doorway right away.
I don't kill people much. Why don't you do that in GTA? It's fun to kill people in GTA.
And get inside. Don't stay outside.
If I have a... Oh, okay. You keep working on that.
And don't go anywhere else. Honestly, I'm not sure why. I don't know what happens. If he asks, "What if I am?" then you've done it. If they say anything else, then you've done something wrong, and it's just a stranger. If he asks, "What if I am?" then he will stop walking and wait for your questions. You've got him. He will only answer questions beginning with "What if?" And if he can't tell you the answer, then he will look directly into your eyes and show you the answer. You won't feel the trade at first. It takes a few days, so you must be very careful how many questions you ask. It takes more or less from different people. You won't be permanently changed if you don't go over the limit. You'll just have migraines and maybe high anxiety for a few days. But every time you go back to him, it costs more. So again, be careful. And when you're done asking questions, thank the What If Man for answering your questions. Then you leave him and don't look back. Good luck, Dave. Whatever information you share with others is on your own. It's your burden. Signed, Enon. I read the reply another time, really absorbing the instructions. I copied the instructions to a new document, printed out a copy to hold, and reread at my leisure. And, as part of the bargain, I deleted the message thread and Enon's contact. Probably a useless action since Enon said they wouldn't be using the account again. But I'm an honest man, and it was expected of me. Frankly, it sounded so basic, so plain. Nothing like the Three Kings ritual or the elevator game that takes time and items and faith. No, this was just simply go outside and meet someone. Meet him. I wasn't sure if I would drag my friends into this one. It's something I could easily do alone. Looking back, I should have brought someone with me, at least for the discussion after. Either way, that was before I knew what I know now. I guess that's kind of this whole thing. I knew that I was going to do it that night. I didn't need to prepare anything or buy anything, so why not? It was already 6 p.m. when I read the reply, so I had time to go get something to eat. And most importantly, think about what I would ask, or how many questions I would ask. See, I still don't know what determines how many questions a person can ask. I got my favorite fast food for dinner, a little bit of Taco Bell. I made sure my phone was fully charged, and to kill the remaining time, I searched them.
Hopefully, you don't have to use the bathroom during the game since you're eating Taco Bell.
Online for anything else about the What If Man. This is where things began to turn. I couldn't find anything. Nothing at all. No videos, no posts, nothing I had bookmarked before, and not even my downloads that I saved to my computer. I couldn't find a damn thing about the What If Man. It didn't make any sense because Enon didn't post anything else, so he couldn't have deleted them. And not only that, but whatever goes online stays online. Except this. After I exhausted my search engines, I decided to make a quick list of what I would or should ask. It was 11:30 now. I eyed the door eagerly and wrote down a couple questions. I'll list them here. What if I had stayed in college? What if I had not broken up with Jenna? What if I had $1 billion? What would that be like? I wondered how the question in the question would work. What if my father hadn't died? That one. That one I was most curious about, but also the most nervous to write down at all. I looked up from my writing to see that it was already 11:58. I put the paper in my pocket and opened the door, placing 1 foot outside and 1 foot inside, with my nose facing the door frame, trying my hardest to line up perfectly down the middle. I held my phone to my face and watched the clock. Luckily, I lived in the elderly part of the apartment complex, so most of my immediate neighbors were asleep. Something I hated at first, knowing that everyone my age was living on the other end of the complex. Apparently, the apartment manager had tried to keep the age groups together to keep an eye on everyone, but for whatever reason, I got the short end of the stick. 11:59. I raised my phone so I could see it, just holding my eyes to the side, nose almost against the door frame, watching. My breathing slowed, and I could feel that rush of anticipation begin. 12. I stepped fully outside the door, hesitated. Should I close it? What if
How loud can she get, honestly?
I needed to get back inside quickly? I didn't want to ruin this chance, so I left the door open and walked casually towards the sidewalk. I never even considered which way I would turn, so I instinctively turned right and began to walk.
Not gonna do that.
My eyes searched every window, every door, every shadow behind the trees. I looked for any sign of movement. I walked nearly around the entire complex. Didn't see a soul. I'll be honest, I felt a little foolish as always.
As I was getting excited. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. So, dinner was ready, so that's why I went out. Alright, let's continue this creepypasta.
Another internet game ending with nothing but wasted time. But no sooner had I given up than I saw ahead of me someone walking. Too far to make out any features, my heart began to race. The person was walking at a slow and steady pace, with a bit of a hobble. Maybe he was one of the older folks living around here on a midnight stroll. Or maybe it wasn't. Who I could now see was in fact a man, was now close enough for me to see his face.
It's Siren Head.
He was an elderly and smiled at me as if to say hello. He was just ahead of me. He was beside me. My heart was thundering in my chest, and I blurted out, "Excuse me, are you him?" The man stopped walking, the smile still on his face.
Nope. That, did you not read the rules? You gotta say what if before you talk to this man, because if you say anything else if you say what you want without the what if at the beginning, he's not gonna answer you.
We looked at each other for what felt like minutes, and he just stared blankly at me, until finally, he said it. "What if I am?" I felt my stomach drop, and my lungs began to work excessively. I forced myself to calm down before saying anything else. "You're really him?" I muttered. He, of course, did not answer. He merely smiled at me, waiting for the proper phrasing. Shaky hands pulled a piece of paper from my pocket. Thank God I'd brought it, because in that moment, I couldn't remember anything I was going to ask. I looked down, then back at the man. "What if I'd stayed in college, I asked. He nodded, a bit absently, as old people do, then replied, You would hate it. You'd be working hard hours for good pay, but at the cost of your social life and your connections. You would know every day that being a physical therapist sounds good in theory, but it's not who you are. But you would stay and work because you earn that job, whether you like it or not. I was stunned. Hell, that's an understatement. I was flabbergasted. Anyone could have replied with a generic answer, but he knew. The what if man knew exactly what I was asking. I glanced at the paper again. The other question seemed a bit irrelevant. If I could know the answer to anything at all, why the hell would it matter what I would do with $1 billion? I asked the real questions I wanted answered. What if my father hadn't died?
Let's
I
hear
asked.
this.
The what if man slowly reached up towards me. At first, I thought about stepping back or pulling away, but I didn't. I couldn't. He touched my face. His hand rested on my cheek, and I saw it. I saw it like flashbacks in a movie. The night he died in the accident, he instead came home. He picked me up and hugged me like he had always done. He kissed my mother. Next, I was a few years older. I stormed away from him and slammed the door. He walked up to the door and rested a hand on it, apparently deciding against arguing with teenage me. Next, he was at my high school graduation. Next, I was hugging him and congratulating him on...
Wow, way to comment at the worst time. I walked to my apartment in GTA. Boom, I see battle. Okay, buddy.
He was expecting another child. Next, she was born, and I hugged and cried with my parents. Next, I shook his hand as I left for college. Next, they were at my graduation. Next, I was introducing them to my girlfriend. It stopped. The memories had apparently caught up to what would have been right now. The emotions all hit me at once. Every feeling from sadness to joy, happiness, excitement, all of it hit me as I buckled to my knees. Then, it was all ripped away from me as reality came crashing back. I threw up on the sidewalk, on my own hands, and I couldn't even stop it. The emotional pain was something I'd never felt before. I wiped my hands off on the nearby grass, then stood up. He was unfazed by my reaction. He merely stared at me with a smile. What if I asked you what you are? I asked quickly. The what if man responded. I would tell you that I am as old as possibility itself. I would tell you that I see and feel everything I show people. I would tell you that I have seen the possibilities of pharaohs and kings, and I have seen the possibilities of the rich and the poor. I would tell you
I just
that
got
I am the
shivers
keeper
from
of
that.
the unknown and the thief of hope.
My TV glitched for some reason.
His answer set me back. The thief of hope? What? What the hell does that mean? At the time, I had no idea what he meant. I do now, of course. I looked around the street, empty except for him and I. I wanted to ask him one more thing, something that now seems stupid, but at the time, I really did want to know. What if I hadn't broken up with Jenna? You would have been together for 5 years. You would have loved her more than you would ever love another. You would do anything for her, and after 5 years, she would leave you. She would leave you a broken man. She would leave and find a man she will marry. She would leave you an emotionally empty man filled with anger, and you would hate her forever. That answer hit me harder than I would have expected. I felt confused and a little angry at the what if man and myself for what I have allowed her to do. I knew I should stop there, but in my nervous excitement, I asked one more question.
Another one?
The last one. What if I asked you too many questions? His smile widened, and for the first time, I felt uneasy. His smile didn't fit his face. He looked so eager, so wide and terrible, that I took a step back. Thankfully, he did not move. Your mind would decay. You would think about the things I have told you. You would dwell on them. You would despise the bad things, and you would pray to relive the good things I have shown you. You would come to learn that everything you hope for is gone, because now you know how things could have been. You would come back to me several times, until all that you are is consumed, and the last question you would ask me would be, what if I had never met you? And I would show you your answer. His wide grin returned to normal, and he merely looked at me again. I took another step back from the what if man. His response made me cold. It sent chills down my spine, and the hair on my arms stood up. I was done. I didn't want to say another word to him, but
The rules.
I had to.
Yeah, the rules.
Thank you, I said. Thank you for answering my questions. Wordlessly, the what if man held up his fist with the back of his knuckles towards me, and one at a time, he raised a finger until all 5 of them were held up. 5 fingers for 5 questions. He smiled and tilted his head downwards. I turned and continued the way I'd been walking. As much as I wanted to look back one last time
You
and
couldn't.
see if he was gone,
No.
if he was just standing there, I equally was terrified to know the answer.
No.
I had asked him 5 questions. They had all come out so fast, I didn't realize how many it had been. Was it too many? Was it just enough? Thoughts raced through my mind as I walked. I finished the walk around the complex and made it back to my open door. I stepped inside, closed and locked the door. I felt sick and unclean, like I had just been somewhere I wasn't supposed to go. I sat alone in my apartment, with every light on, until the sun came up and banished the darkness away. Then, I began to write this. Because everything I'd found online about the what if man was gone, and I can't keep this just in my head. I had to tell someone. I had to get it out, because I know that someone out there has questions that they want answered, and they deserve to know, whatever the cost. So, now you know how to meet the what if man. Just be careful how many questions you ask. I asked him 5 questions. I don't know if it's lack of sleep or the adrenaline crash, but I can feel a headache starting, and I'm sure it's just the paranoia right now. But I can't help but wonder, what would happen? No, what if? What if I could ask him just one more question?
So it left off on a cliffhanger. Either that or we have to answer the question for him. So, that was my reaction to the What If Man creepypasta. Don't get any ideas. Don't play this game. Maybe if you want your what if questions, go for it. Play the game, but I'm not playing it because I don't want. Because I probably wouldn't even want to know. you know, we don't really have a lot of people in here. No one's chatting, so let's go. Let's go on Discord and just call people. All right. Well, it looks like I'm alone. Honestly, if it was up to me, I probably would end the stream by now, but I'm not going to. Alright, you know what? I might just end the stream. I don't know. I'm gonna get a coin. Hello, Eclipse. How are you today?
You suck.
What the hell you just called me?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna assume that was nothing. So, you have any questions for the What If Man?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded boring.
You ask him the what if questions about your life, like, I don't know.
What if Awesome Mario was not awesome?
What if Awesome Marty wasn't awesome? Well, then I had 0 subscribers. Oh, got a notification. So what you doing right now? Good talk. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip a coin and we'll piss off. Bro, you're on my stream. I can tell you to piss off. I'm gonna get a coin, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm gonna see if I should end my stream or continue my stream. Alright, here's my coin. You guys can call it if you want, or you guys can just tell me continue the stream and I'll do it. Continue. Alright. Screw the coin then. Let's continue the stream. Alright. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm so happy that I get to eat with you guys. Stonewes, it's been a while since we've heard from you. When did you get food? It just appeared right in front of me. It's like Harry Potter came into my room and just gave it to me. My YouTube isn't lagging anymore. Hello, Clips. All right. Shall we react to another creepypasta, or should I talk to you guys in chat? Alright, here we go. This one is a 30-minute creepypasta. This is called My Brother and I Used to Play a Game at Our Lake House.
The family lake house sits along the southern edge of Lake Champlain in Vermont, tucked away behind rolling green hills. I used to spend every year here when I was a boy. I've watched the trees dance with the wind for days, waiting. I spent most of my years struggling as a failed writer. I worked meaningless, dead-end jobs, staying up all night writing. I spent countless hours going down the lists of magazines and publishers accepting work. Much to my misfortune, I never made any progress. My stories sat for years in a meaningless pile in an unmarked folder on my desktop. I used to look at that folder as if it were the North Star. Yet, as my submissions remained unanswered, my guiding star's light began to fade. It faded to black, oozing with disdain. With my inbox gathering cobwebs, I felt my ideas start slipping away. I used to write to escape. I'd use it as a metaphorical means to pack my bags, get on a plane or a boat to wherever I created. In my mind, I could go anywhere. I sat in my lonesome apartment, staring at the computer screen forgetting how to formulate words. I had nothing, nowhere to escape. I winced over the brightness of another blank page on my screen in the dark. I took a small sip of the iced whiskey on my left, contemplating everything. As the burning waves crashed down into my belly, I heard a soft knock on my closet door. Hello? It was coming from inside. 3 more knocks, deliberately slow, taunting me with its pace. Who's there? One solid knock came from behind the door, shaking the hinges and rattling the frame. A memory exploded in my mind, causing the ocean of whiskey in my belly to surge back up into my throat. 1 knock for yes, 2 knocks for no. No, it couldn't be. It's been years. I'd escaped it for so long. I slammed my laptop shut and blinked forcefully, hoping it would help my eyes adjust to the darkness. Whatever was behind that door felt patient, as if it had been already waiting for years. Who's there? I asked. The silence left a heavy feeling in the air. Resurfacing memories I'd spent so much time forcing out of my consciousness, desperately trying to escape from, were flooding back to me. Those aren't the rules, Noah. Yes or no questions only, remember? I gathered the strength to follow the rules, afraid that the unsettling patience of the presence behind my closet door was wearing thin. Is it really you? It was a question I shouldn't have asked. I didn't want to know the answer, but my mouth spewed the words before I could decide. That heavy feeling in the air shattered like broken glass with a sound. Knock, which meant yes. I shot up out of my chair and slammed into the desk, sending the laptop and the whiskey crashing to the floor. I ran my sweaty hand along the wall, desperately searching in the dark for the light switch. I flicked it up and down, frantically calling for the light. Except the switch wouldn't work. The darkness remained, setting the perfect stage for the moon to shine a narrow beam of light through my window. My eyes remained fixed on the door as the moonlight lit up the slats of the closet door in cue. I could see a dark, shadowy figure watching me behind them. A wet, gurgling sound left my skin ice cold. I could see water pooling through the bottom of the door. "Leave me alone!" I screamed, fumbling around the room, searching for pants and shoes. The closet door rattled ferociously from the force of the 2 knocks that followed. Knock, knock, which meant no. No, no, no. I'm not doing this again. I won't. With every no came one resounding slam in defiance, telling me, no, demanding, yes, yes, yes.
Come in.
Yes, you are.
Just let me come in.
Yes, you will.
What?
I spent the
Tell me
rest.
what Henry's room is really starting to come together. What? In like when?
Of that entire night driving up here to the lake house, remembering. "Noah, let's play the game again," Jake said excitedly, nudging my arm. "Come on, that was so much fun last time. I was so scared." He looked up at me. Eyes were wide in anticipation, sipping the straw of his apple juice through a tight smile. Yeah, who will be the drowned boy this time? I yelled back, just as excited as he was. I want to be the drowned boy. You got to do it last time. Before I could even respond, Jake bolted up the stone path from the lakeside to the back door of the lake house. I ran to try and follow, but his little feet sputtered as he beat me inside and into our bedroom closet. Oh man, I hate being on the other side. It's boring. Come on, Jake. A few knocks came from the back of the closet door. He was laughing, but it sounded really strange, almost as if he were choking on a sip of his juice box. Are you old? Knock, knock. So, you're a kid. I wonder how old you are. Do you live here too? Knock. But we live here. How come I haven't seen you? Are you dead? There's a dramatic pause. Jake had a flair for the dramatic. It came natural to him. Knock. The knock caught me off guard. Whoa, you skipped.
Please excuse me one sec, guys. Why are you mad? Because so many people are screaming, and my room isn't soundproof, so that's why. Anyways, guys, just give me a sec. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Had to cut to a little break there, but we're back, so let's continue this video.
Like me. Do you want to be friends?
Mom? Mom? Where are the zip ties? Henry needs them. Mom? Where are the zip ties? You don't know? Zip ties. Henry had a tie.
Knock. We should go hang out by the lake, I said, and flung open the doors to the closet. That was usually the end of the game. except when I opened the doors, there was no one there. Jake ran into the room behind me, gasping for air. Oh man, you aren't going to take my spot, are you? Mom stopped me for a snack. Were you practicing? Jake said, chewing something chocolatey. You know, you really do suck at asking the questions. Want a teddygram?
I haven't had a Teddy
The
Grams in a
closet
while.
doors behind me slammed shut, sending a strong gust of wind against my back. Jake stared behind me, slack-jawed and confused. Is that playing? He said. No, I thought you were in there. I didn't give any notice to my job or my landlord that I'd come here. I left everything in my apartment, aside from a few pairs of clothes and my laptop. Something tells me I may not need any of it anymore. It's time to face the past. This is where I need to be, whether I wanted this or not. Maybe I can bend like these trees in the wind and dance with the darkness that awaits me here at the lake house. I watched the shoreline on the lake from the back window during the sunset yesterday. It used to feel so serene, leaving me in a timeless state of acceptance, in awe of the ripples and the water from the wind. The shoreline is moving now. I can see it coming closer. It happened so fast. I watched the clock as the sun was slowly lassoed in by the horizon. In 1 hour, the lake had covered what must have been at least 10 feet of ground. The pier where our family boat was docked is still standing, but now there's no way to walk onto it without going into the water. That night, I had a nightmare that I couldn't get away from. I would wake up soaked in sweat, just to fall back asleep right where I'd left off. Noah? Jake's voice was shaky. What's up? I was fishing on the shore of the lake. I wasn't any good yet, but my dad was, and he bought me my very own rod and reel to practice. He told me, use your wrist to flick the rod up as you release and look up at the trees. You'll be a pro in no time. It was pretty good advice, I thought, because when I looked at the trees, my lure didn't smash through the water like it was before. It soared through the sky, and I loved the sound of the reel as the line let out. Look out there. What's wrong with you, Jake? Are you okay? I asked as I turned to him. He was pointing out into the lake. Do you see him? Jake was trembling. See who? It's him. Who, Jake? You're scaring me. His eyes were stuck on the water. He didn't blink at all. It's the drowned boy, he said, still not blinking. From our game. He wants to play with you. He doesn't want to swim at the bottom of the lake anymore. I looked out of the water and saw a small, black mist of hair floating in the center of the lake. It was slowly floating up, higher and higher, revealing the moldy, rotted face of a boy, smiling. I screamed and turned back to Jake to grab him, throw him over my shoulder, and run to the house. As I went to pick him up, he felt wet. I must not have noticed, but it was no longer Jake that was standing next to me. My fingers dug deep into the sides of soggy fabric, and they easily sunk through even further through the flesh. I looked up to see the same face that was just watching us from the water. His matted black hair messy over his eyes. His skin was grey and old, and sunk loosely over his bones. He tried to speak to me, but all I could hear was a low, guttural, gurgling sound from deep within his throat. Noah! Noah! Jake's trailing scream sent a shock down my spine. I looked back out at the water to see my brother splashing in the center of the lake, helplessly trying to stay afloat. Finding courage through instinct, I pushed the boy away from me and ran towards the lake. I jumped in head first and swam towards him as fast as I possibly could. I'm coming. Keep treading, Jake. Remember, kick your feet, just like Dad said. I was screaming the words between each dive of my head as I swam. I can't. I can't stay above water. Jake was already swallowing too much water. Working. Keep kicking, Jake. Come on, I'm almost there.
Look who's bored. Hey, well, listen, my chat's dead. There's nothing to do, so I'm watching a creepypasta.
I felt the tears welling up in my eyes.
Is McFreddy an instrument? Bro. That's a big bro moment.
Even in the water, I was trying so hard to get to him and bring him back to the shore. I was closing the distance between us when I saw his arms shoot up into the air as his body plunged hard into the water. Bubbles erupted from the surface, and it was all I saw until I went under. I dove down to find Jake and pull him back up.
Good place to pause it. Let me read this. Is an driving zombie a thing? I'm gonna look up on Google Images of a driving zombie. Well, the good news is it exists. There is a zombie driving, so yeah, it does exist. You're an idiot. Well, there's proof. Look up driving zombie on Google Images. You'll find a lot of those images.
I knew I was close enough to still save him. I kicked my arms and legs hard, sending my body forward faster than I've ever swam before. I never knew how deep the lake was. The bottom seemed to go on for miles, and the blackness made me feel like I was just a guppy in an ocean of terror.
That looks fake. Well, of course it's fake. Zombies aren't real.
I saw Jake in front of me, still plummeting further down into the darkness below. So many bubbles were coming from his open mouth. I could still hear my name, even here. He was still calling for me. There was a hand made of bone wrapped tightly around his ankle. The boy was here with us, there with him, taking him down, drowning.
I know, but I see people in zombie masks. Well, then in that case, I guess so.
him. I reached out to him, to no avail.
But yeah, there are like professionals with the zombie makeup. That's the picture I saw.
I was still too far. He kept sinking, lower and lower, until I couldn't see him anymore. Eventually, I couldn't even see the the bubbles. Just like that, he was gone. Jake was gone. The nightmares rained on, and the water is seeping through the crack at the bottom of the back door.
It's never been easier to switch from summer mode to fall mode with Optimum. Get 300 meg internet plus
The soft, confident sound of running water pulled me out of my dreams. Water was coming into the living room from the back end of the house, traveling through the entire ground floor. I dunked my feet into the water. My breath stopped dead in its tracks from the cold. The current was strong. I struggled to stay on my feet, taking small, deliberate steps forward. A familiar, mousy voice called for me from upstairs. My heart pounded. Noah? Hey, Noah! Jake. I know you're down there, bro. Come up and play. I shuddered at the words. I couldn't fight back the tears, or the prickly goosebumps that enveloped my being. Footsteps pitter-pattered down the hall above me, in the direction of our old room, to the closet. I wasn't naive enough to think things could ever go back to the way they were. I think I knew Jake was his now, but I didn't want to face it. I heard a door slowly creak open before slamming shut. I'm coming, buddy. Hang tight, I yelled as I headed up the stairs. When the authorities couldn't find Jake's body, I wasn't surprised. The drowned boy took him, and he wasn't going to let them take Jake away from him. But now, I was back, and I wasn't going to leave my brother again. I turned at the top of the steps and headed down the hall. When I got to our bedroom, I saw the closet door. The knocking already began. Come on, Noah, Jake said. It's me and our friend in here this time. I really didn't want to share, but he wouldn't let us play alone. I told him it would be super confusing, so he agreed to take turns. Okay, if we have to. I didn't want to share either. He'd had him for so long. I'm going to go first. You get to ask me 3 questions, then it's his turn. Choose wisely. Okay, go. I didn't waste any time. Are you okay, buddy? Knock. I've missed you so much. Do you miss me? Knock. Do you want to come home with me and get out of here? Knock. Those 3 questions went so fast. I wish I had more. But I wasn't making the rules. Yet even so, I wasn't afraid anymore.
What happened in the beginning of the stream? The beginning of the stream, I do this now. Every time there's a Days Left stream, every Days Left stream I do, which is going to be every day, until I hit my goal or until YouTube invalidates my content, I'm going to be counting the times that people join the stream in under in the first minute. So far, Stone Wes did it the most. So, and I might have a prize. I don't know what prize it's gonna be, but I'll figure out something.
I was there for Jake, and I needed to be strong for him. I spoke to the boy, not playing by the rules, but speaking my mind. I had so much to say to him that I kept bottling up inside for years. I want to keep playing with Jake. I really don't want to ask you any questions. I only want to tell you things. So many things about how I feel. So, here it is. I hate you. I hate that you ruined my life. It is. I want to keep playing with Jake. I really don't want to ask you any questions. I only want to tell you things. So many things about how I feel. So, here it is. I hate you. I hate that you ruined my life. I hate you for taking my brother from me. I don't know what happened to you. I'm sorry for whatever it was, but it doesn't give you any right to take Jake away from me. I was inching closer and closer to the closet door, so close that my face was almost touching.
Have you seen Funtime or Coco? No, none of them have came onto the stream. Also, you only said female names. McFreddy Simp confirmed? Who knows?
I heard the gurgling sounds of the boy, and I could feel his presence. He sounded angry with me, but I didn't care. We would have played with you. Play this game whenever you want.
What do you mean? You asked for girls. I mean, did you ask any of my guy fans if they were here? No, you didn't. That's the only people I mostly respect out of all of us. Oh, okay. Well then, never mind.
Wanted, but you were selfish. You had to take him all for yourself. I heard sirens making their way down the long stretch of road up to the lake house.
You respect me the least. Yeah, I think McFreddy does, honestly, because you two have some beef.
They were quickly gaining traction as I stared at the closet door. There was a new knock. This time loud and urgent, coming from downstairs. It was becoming quicker, more furious with every second. I was halfway down the steps when I heard his muffled voice. Noah, open that damn door. I know you're in there, goddammit. Open the goddamn door before I take it off the hinges.
No, not beef, just being annoying. Ah, okay.
Dad. I ran down the remaining steps and raced to the front door. I quickly turned back the deadbolt and began to turn the knob. Before I could pull back the door, it smashed me in the face, sending me backwards. I expected the water to break my fall, but the floor was bone dry. Noah, it's time to go back home, son. You've been gone long enough, my father said, sobbing, his eyes red and drained of happiness. I sat up from the floor, rubbed the back of my head and winced, trying to comprehend his words. Why are you all wet? What's going on here? I got to my feet. Jake's here. I was just playing with him upstairs, like old times, I said to him, reaching out to grab his arm and lead him upstairs. My father ripped his arm away from my hand. Jake's gone. You know what happened. We've gone over this so many times. Let's take him home. Why can't we just take him home? Because he's dead, Noah. He's been dead for years, and I have to try to convince myself every day not to hate you for it. There was a blackness in his eyes as they narrowed. I tried to save him. I tried to swim out to him and bring him back up, but he was being pulled down by the drowned boy, I exclaimed. My father was becoming angrier with each word. That's enough about this drowned boy. Do you know what happened? When I came outside after hearing the screams, you had your hand pressed down over his head in that lake. I could see the veins in his neck swelling as he screamed. You weren't bringing him up. You were pushing him down. You were killing him. No, that's wrong. It's okay, Dad. I know it's hard, I said softly, trying to calm him down. He tried to take me too, but I wasn't going to let him take us both. My father let out a short chuckle under his breath and sneered. Well, how convenient for you. Funny how that works, huh, Noah? The guilt must be too much for you. You just can't own up to it. It wasn't true. It couldn't be. Flashes of red and blue lights were coming through the window. I pulled apart the blinds and looked out at them. There were 2 police cars behind my father's old Camaro. My mom was sitting in the passenger seat. She was hunched over with her face in her hands. I could tell. She was crying. I turned back to my father. Dad, just come upstairs with me for 1 minute and I'll show you. You'll see. He's up there waiting for me to come back. God, what did I do to deserve this? My father asked, looking up to the ceiling. He looked back down to me and nodded solemnly. Okay, but for 1 minute. But after that, we are going. The police are waiting. I led him upstairs to the closet. There was a wet, decrepit smell consuming the air that wasn't there before. I gagged as I opened the closet doors to find Jake, lying curled tight on the floor, his body long since rotted and decayed. There were muddy footprints everywhere. The closet door handles were wet and brown. When my father dragged me away and out of that house, my eyes followed the trail of wet mud that led from the closet down the stairs. It went out the back door, and I could see them leading to the lake as they placed me inside the back of a police car.
So now what? You can chat. You can go and chat with other people that are in this stream. You can do that. You can talk to me.
I started to wonder who the drowned boy really was. Did he even exist? Was it me all along? I stare at these padded white walls, wondering. It's all I'm allowed to do since I've been back. When the hospital notified my parents that I was gone, my father checked the old apartment that my parents used to rent out. It looked as if someone had been squatting, living in filth and darkness. But no one was there. He told me that he found a picture of me and Jake sitting on the floor.
Bro, why you still alive? Why not? He can be live if he wants to. Exactly.
Next to an old, dirty mattress in the center of the bedroom. He stayed awake every night waiting for me, hoping maybe I'd come home. But I never did. I wish things could be different. I hear the knocks on the door of my room every night. I'm told
He
not
needs
to listen.
dumb watch hours. I'm gonna say it. I dare you, Stonewes. Do it.
That they aren't real. I'm told so many things that I don't believe. But they're the professionals. My parents tell me to listen because they know what's best. Knock, knock, knock. They're becoming louder.
No, I'm not gonna time him out unless he does something inappropriate.
else hears them. I try again to run, but the restraints are so tight that I can't move. Knock, 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 knock. They tell me every day not to play. But I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. If I keep playing, it'll never stop, they say. If I stop, Jake will be gone forever. This is all I have to stay connected to him. Hello? The knocking calmed, but continued. Is that you, Jake? Knock. I'm sorry I had to leave. I tried to be with you. Are you okay? Knock, knock. I frowned. Are you upset with me? Knock. Please don't be. I promise I tried. They brought me back here. I was going to stay. A loud, fierce knock came from the wall on the other side of the room. Jake, are you still there? Knock. I barely heard Jake's knock as it was drowned by knocks on the walls all around me. I could even hear them coming from the floor below. Are you alone? Knock, knock.
Okay, well. Well, that was the creepypasta to my brother and I used to play a game at our lake house. Now, I'm gonna keep the stream going for a little bit longer. Alright, guys. Fun stream. Is it really, though? Is it really fun? Because if it was, we probably would have more than what we have now. Alright, guys. Why is it so dark? Cause I'm sleeping. Oh, I was gonna call the Discord call. Oh well. I am McFreddy. I just learned something. I learned that 60 seconds is a minute. So I realized by saying every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. I realized that it's true, but it's obvious that that now I realize we can't stop it. But the only way I can stop it, though, is if I stop time in Africa. uh, it's a good thing I didn't give someone a heart attack because they would have figured out that every 60 minutes an hour passes. End the stream. Nah, man, I'm gonna keep going for like another 10 minutes. Then I'll think about ending the stream. You're gonna call people sweet. I'll get on my Discord. I'll go on my computer. Discord. Every. 60.
No.
Seconds.
No.
In.
No.
Africa.
No. No.
Minute.
Did you know I muted you for the past like 2 seconds? Like I just kept saying no so you could continue your sentence.
Passes.
I literally muted you and they kept saying no while I was muting you. I'm like, okay, no.
Illuminati.
Hey.
Yo, what's up?
What?
You said something?
What?
You said something. What was it?
What?
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Together we could stop this. Please spread the word. Thank you for watching.
What you said?
McFreddy's stupid.
Say that again? I don't know what you said.
If you can't hear this one, then you're stupid.
Say that again?
See? He's stupid.
I can't hear you. Say that again.
You're an old man.
Say it again, buddy. I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain. Oh.
I was just playing with you.
I know.
Even though I was turning up the volume. I was turning up the volume of your voice, and it keep going down low.
Oh. I knew you were messing with me. That's why I was. That's why I was having fun with it. Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. Together we can stop this. Please spread the word. Thank you for watching.
What the hell?
Yeah, I did you guys a favor. We can now stop. It's becoming a big problem in Africa.
Why just everybody is going to be at your very, very, very last live stream?
It's gonna be my very last live stream.
Because it's gonna be the final day of your channel. And then the next day, nothing happened. They're like, what the fuck, Artie?
Yay. So what you doing?
Instagram.
Fun. So, I will now check for any more news happening. You did the same exact thing as me, that's what you do. Bless myself. See? Just like that. That easy. Alright, I'm gonna go to the search bar and I'm just going to. Hey, Coco, what's up? I'm here. Coco, I might end the stream, so you might as well, you can join my, you can join my Discord call. Yeah. Unless we can do this. I'll flip a coin, and whatever it lands on, it'll depend on whether I should continue streaming or end it.
Hi, Coco.
Alright, call it, guys. Oof, I gotta get to class in like 3 minutes. It's okay. That's fine. I don't know, I'm bored. Gotta run, sorry. I will come back after class if the stream's still on. Alright. Heads, I'll continue streaming. Tails, I'm gonna end the stream.
What should be heads?
It's heads.
I knew it.
Alright, stream will continue.
Wait, what? I thought you said you would end the stream with heads.
No. Did I? Let me go back to the replay of my stream. I want to know what I said.
You don't even know what you said.
You don't even know what you say.
Alright, call it, guys. I don't know if the stream's still on. Alright.
Heads, I'll continue streaming.
Yeah, I said heads, I'll continue streaming.
Bullshit.
Yeah, check the replay.
I'm bored.
You said bullshit. You're like, bullshit, that's not true. You're bored?
I'm bored.
You wanna know what I do when I'm bored? I asked you a question.
I already did. Rewind the stream.
Do you want to know what I do when I'm bored?
Or
Okay, this is what I do. I like to cover myself in glitter and jump into a swimming pool full of bananas.
that is a fake. That's a.
Let me know if you guys like to cover yourself in glitter and jump into a pool of bananas.
When they're talking to nobody.
When you're talking to who?
Nobody.
When you're talking to nobody. I'm talking to you.
And on your Discord call. Talk to the Discord call, not your phone.
Alright, and now this is my impersonation of a car. Or the alternate ending. Dead. You're so speechless you can't even say a word. Look at that shock. You're so impressed with that you can't even speak.
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Have you ever visited Wakanda before?
No.
Would you like to visit Wakanda one day? So we will teach you how to be a true warrior. First, you must be transgender, because we do not hire girls, we do not hire boys to be part of the tribe. You're lagging a lot.
Nani?
You're saying re. Are you that impressed that I can do a car impression?
Nani?
Yeah, what's up?
That sounds like something else in the car.
Molested in a car?
Is that the car? Be like.
That was so loud your mic cut out. Your mic wasn't able to pick that up.
Stop it.
What did you just say? That's what I thought.
Stop it.
Let's put this into drive.
Stop it.
Hey, buddy, you want to go? Yeah, I want to go. All right, once this light turns green, I'm going to destroy you. We'll see about that. Light turns green. Police siren. Oh, shit, it's the cops. You know why I pulled you over? I guess it was because I was speeding. Yes, sir, you were speeding, but we'll let you slide for this. Have a good day. You too, officer.
Yourself.
Car crash, dead.
Stop being Derek.
And that is what would happen if I ever owned a Ferrari as my first car.
Oh my god. Please, someone stop this man.
I'm sorry, what?
Please, someone stop this.
Someone stop this man. Okay, buddy.
Yada, definitely. Yada.
You know what I did this morning? I made my own bed this morning.
Yada.
Like, it was such hard work. Just put the decorations all over it.
Oh.
Hey, you smoke?
No.
Okay. You want a cig?
No.
How dare you?
Yada.
You know what I did this morning? I made my own bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I bet you couldn't do hard work like that.
I'm literally cleaning your whole house.
You're clean bowl, but not as hard as making your own bowl of cereal.
Yada.
Don't you go yada yada to me. You know what I'm talking about.
Yada.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah.
that's racist.
Oh, I just love doing it.
You know that's racist.
You know it's a funny word?
You know that's racist, right?
What is?
Saying yada and some Shane or whatever.
No, I did it in a funny voice. You just don't understand.
I know, but sorry.
You just don't like
But- But you know that's Japanese, right?
No. Now I know.
Yada.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey Ryan, what's up? Welcome back.
Yada.
This man is being racist, so just don't worry about him.
Yes, you're racist, you son of a gun. Yada.
It's a joke,
That's
Ryan.
why you don't even know what it means.
Is it it Japanese?
No, it's not Japanese.
How dare you?
Well, the language is Japanese, but it's not saying Japanese.
So then what's it
But
saying?
I'm not even gonna tell you because I know what it is.
How dare you?
Yada doesn't.
Gotcha.
Yada.
You just want to play flip the coin and see who wins?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to end the stream right now because my phone is at 20%. So
Charge it, you know.
no self-promotion.
Well,
Alright, put him on mute. Alright, guys. You sound drunk. Pretty much. I've been just sitting here. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make sure... I'm going to try to get a longer stream tomorrow because tomorrow is Friday and there's no school, I don't think. Well, yeah, of course there isn't. But I will try to get a longer stream out tomorrow, so stay tuned to the channel for that. Keep doing your part, keep watching my videos, keep getting the watch hours up. We only have 3 more weeks until it happens. Sleep stream? Maybe. I may do a sleep stream. Maybe. Anyways, I'm Awesome Marty, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll continue updating you guys on the Roast Yourself Challenge remake. See you guys.